So now with our file open Photoshop, the first thing I want to do is look at the layers window. If you can't see this for any reason, you can press F7 and that's the shortcut to make it appear. Now you can see this little padlock here, and that means that layer is locked, it can't move up and down. So I want to undo that by clicking on it, and that means later on I'll have a lot more freedom. So I'm going to add another layer by going Layer, New, Layer, and then click OK. Now I've got this layer here above my original. I'm just going to drag it underneath so the picture is at the top and that empty layer is underneath. Now the top layer I want to be black and white and have more contrast. So first of all I'm going to go Image, Adjustments, Hue and Saturation. And this will take care of the colour and make it black and white. So I'm going to bring the saturation bar all the way down to 0 and that makes it black and white. Now for the contrast I'm going to go Image again, Adjustments again, but this time levels. This brings up a little chart and 3 triangles underneath affect the contrast. So the bottom left one I'm going to drag towards the middle, and you can see that starts to give me lots of black in the image. So if you look especially around the hair and the eyes, it's become really dark. And the right one will control the white, so I'm going to drag that until I get some solid areas of white on the face. Like that. And I'm happy with that, so I'm going to click OK. Now what I'm going to do is change how this layer interacts with other layers. And there's a menu bar here that says Normal. I click on that and say Multiply. We can see the effects of that in a second. I've clicked on my bottom layer and I've clicked on the brush tool. Now I'm going to start to add colour to this image, but all the colour is going to be on the layer underneath rather than on the picture. So I'm going to start off with a really nice bright background colour. I'm going to choose a green for this one. And then I can just paint in the background, really nice and green. And then I'm going to choose maybe some yellow for the hair. So yellow for the hair. And you can start to see the effect that changing that to multiply, change the layer mode to multiply made. Now that I'm painting underneath, you can see all the white from the image above is being hidden and it's just showing the dark lines, the black lines. Now I'm going to choose another colour for the top that she's wearing. I'll go for a sort of bluey purple top. It doesn't matter at all which colours you choose, it's completely up to you. I'd really like to see people creating their own unique colours and working in their pairs to create some fantastically different colours from each other. It'll look really nice when they're all together. So now I'm going to move to the skin. I choose a pinky colour. I'm going to go quite pale and then paint that over the face. And the neck as well. So just finishing off the neck there. Now the next thing, Andy Warhol uses really bright lipstick colours, so I'm going to choose a really bright red for the lipsticks. So up here, nice small brush, and then I'm going to paint over that lipstick. I'm going to click undo, and then have another go, because that was a bit messy. So that nice bright red for the lips. And then Andy Warhol also uses eyeshadow, and he makes this fairly similar to the background colour but a bit different. So I'm going to go for a sort of greeny type of colour, not quite the same as before, and then use that to paint in eyeshadow here and on the other side too. And then the last thing to finish this picture is I'm going to use some white and paint over the eyes to make them nice and bright. There we go, and that is my Andy Warhol style picture of Brie Larson.